Hello guys and welcome to LG History Facts Sparta Part 3. Today we're going to talk about the Spartan army, the most famous thing, the Spartans. The Spartan army was about in 500 BC 15,000 strong, always 15,000 strong, at least 10,000 strong. The Spartan army was taken away from the family to the age of 7 Spartan boys, and they were trained 12 years before they became ready soldiers, and they will become very much tested that they were not given food or only one bag of clothes each year, and they were actually encouraged to kill slaves and steal food, because if they got caught doing it, they would be severely punished. They would learn them not to avoid capture, because they were encouraged to steal food and kill slaves, but if they would not get caught doing it, they was strictly forbidden. And the boys actually, when they got older, did some things to each other in a sexual way. They were actually really liked each other, because that will increase their way to treat each other in battle and fight with each other more if they have a sexual relationship with each other. They had. And the boys in those 12 years were very, very much abused in any way possible by the trainers, in any way possible. The army was actually very good. In one instances, actually, the Spartan army was sent a request, a telegram from the Athenians during the Peloponnesian War that said, if we beat in war, we will kill anyone. We will not spare anyone. We will kill anyone. We will spare no one. And the Spartans said back, if they beat them. The Spartan army have had many wars. The most famous one were the second invasion of Persia. Persians tried to invade Greece in 409 BC. And the famous battle was the Battle of Thermopylae, which is actually, we could say, many things. 300 Spartans faced the whole Persian army. They were actually joined Spartan there, but 6,700 other Greeks that fought with them. But of the 300 Spartans fought, there was only one survived, and he became a philosopher after that, and he told a story about the 300. And the king, the Leonidas, was 60 at the time, led the army, and he was very good in battle. It's one of the most best wars in human history. And they lost 4,000 men, but killed 20,000 Persians. They were outnumbered. Some philosophers said that the Persian army were 2 million attacking them at Thermopylae, but modern days they actually think they were 300,000, but they were still massive at the time if you consider the population. Yes. And the Spartan army was one of the greatest one. They had the phalanx. They always beat people in a way. They had big shields. They were tight, close together, so the enemies couldn't go for them, and they would move forward. They all move forward at the same time. And then you just took the shield, you just punch through the enemy, they just stand with the spears and swords. So they were very good in battle. The Spartan army were very good, and even managed to hold against the Romans when they tried to invade in 280 BC. And the Spartan army was one of the greatest armies in the world. And one more fun fact is that in the Troy story, in the Trojan War, the Helen of Troy was actually from Sparta. That's why we were so beautiful. For Sparta was one of the most beautiful women in the whole world. Indeed, it's called the ancient professors and philosophers said, and many of the other Greek cities said too, and many of other countries. Sparta was a very good army, but training was very hard, and many died during the training. Because they were beaten very often, and then were let in the woods to survive on their own, and even in the cold mountains try to survive on their own. Many died of that, and sometimes they beat all the children, and to one stand up, because he was the strongest, and the other one was punished for not standing up so long as he did. So he was tough. Only the toughest could be Spartans, and then when it comes to they have citizenship. And they were very, very good soldiers. And they were very good. And one more thing, actually, they did wear armor on here. They were almost half naked. They were very good. They were very armor, actually. And this was History of Sparta Part 3. Please comment what you do next, and please subscribe to LG History Facts and like and comment. Have a good day. Bye.